Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego. And today we are going to talk some more about Pretty Woman. That's right, Pretty Woman, that piece of fucking shit movie. Okay, maybe it wasn't a piece of shit. I don't know. Y'all seem to have liked it a lot. I did not. I did not remember liking it that much, but it's been a long time since I've seen it, so I'm watching it again for you, okay? Because I'm gonna fucking destroy it. All I really remember about this movie, so like I said, it's been maybe over 10 years since I've seen this movie, and even then, I really didn't fucking pay attention to it. But now I am. Now I am paying attention to it. Okay. One thing I can tell you about this movie is, I think the first time I saw it, I was a teenager, because like my one of my mom's friends was watching it, and then like I just sat there and watched it with her. I didn't really give a shit about it. It left no real impression on me, but I just remember that women loved this movie. She loved it. A lot of girls I know have referenced this movie, and it's been a big fucking hit. It catapulted Julia Bitch Roberts with her big fucking smile. Julia Roberts to the fucking stratosphere with her career, which she still enjoys today. Even though she's too old to do these movies now, she's doing like fucking dramas on Netflix and shit. You know what I mean? Okay, so but it gave her a solid fucking 20, 25 years of solid acting, lots of awards. I mean, big fucking name Hollywood. She fucked a lot of guys too. Okay, but yeah, this launched her career. Okay, really into the stratosphere, which she still enjoys today. Okay, so I know the cultural impact this movie had on American women was pretty fucking high. Okay, most straight guys did not go see this movie. Like me, we fucking maybe it was on. We watched it with our girlfriends or some shit, but we didn't go out of our way to go see this movie. All right, but it was a big hit when it came out. I just remember that. I remember a lot of teenage girls were watching it. A lot of middle-aged women were watching this movie and loving it. Talking about how great it was. And remember Saturday Night Live made jokes about it. But so I was there when this movie came out. Okay, but that year I didn't spend my money on this piece of shit. No, I spent my money on good movies like Arachnophobia and Dick Tracy and Die Hard and RoboCop 2, okay, and all these other fucking movies that were coming out in 1990. All right, when this piece of shit came out. But anyway, you women all love it, so it qualifies for my Chick-Flick destruction. So I'm watching again. I'm going to review it here, and I'm going to give you a straight man's point of view. Okay, I do not censor myself here. I tell the truth. The real question is, can you handle it? Can you handle the truth? Because I don't think you can. Because I'm going to talk to you the way I would talk to a guy if we were reviewing this movie. Okay, I will not pull any punches. So if you're easily offended, if you're easily triggered, okay, get the fuck out. I will not censor myself. I'm going to talk to you straight up talk, real talk. Okay, a straight man's point. That's the point of view you never got. No one ever told you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. No straight guy told you the truth about this shit, all right? I got nothing to gain by lying to you. So I'm going to tell you the fucking truth about this show and what guys really think about this show and what I think about this show, okay? And maybe you'll learn some stuff too. I learned a lot researching this movie, okay, and watching it again. It's all this sort of crazy shit. But anyway, I watch a lot of movies. All right, now I'm more comfortable watching action movies, and sci-fi movies. That's the thing. That's what I like. Martial arts movies. I love that shit. But I decided to step out of my comfort zone and go into your comfort zone. All right all the way up in there, straight up, baby, with no lube. As I said. Now, I've done this before, okay? Obviously, I've already reviewed every fucking episode of Sex and the City, all the movies, and I also reviewed that piece of shit fucking TV show that they're going to renew, unfortunately, on HBO Max, if HBO Max is still around. And I know they're getting sued right now. And David Zaslav is fucking putting the axe to everything out there that's Warner Brothers HBO related. So there may not be a season 2. Hopefully not. There might not be any more HBO Max either. Wouldn't that be great, huh? All right, anyway. So now I started off in my last video in part 1. This is part 2. I told you about just some little background information about the movie, just so you understand the context. Okay, this was 1990. There were no cell phones. It was a different time. Okay, we still used. There was no DVDs either. Well, CDs had just come out recently. Okay, I remember because I was in high school. Okay, but not everybody had CD players yet. We were still using cassette tapes. We're still using VCRs. There was no DVDs back then, or Blu-rays, or any of that shit. Definitely there's no fucking internet, okay, back then, all right? So just try to understand what it was like, okay, back then. It was a different time. If you had a fucking car phone, you were fucking rich, okay? I remember that. No electric cars, no hybrids, none of that shit, dude. There was no Priuses back then. There were no Teslas. Okay, anyway, so let's start off with the movie. Okay, so now we're going to start off with the actual movie. The movie begins with some idiot at a fucking rich party in Beverly Hills, or in LA. They're in LA. They may not be Beverly Hills, but they're definitely in a rich area of LA. Okay, out in the hills where all the fucking millionaire fucking mansions are, you know. So we're at a party. It's a cocktail party, afternoon party. Okay, some guy's doing some stupid ass coin tricks and shit. And the host of the party is George Costanza, who obviously that's his real name. Jason Alexander, not George Costanza. That's his character from Seinfeld. It's Jason Alexander. Okay, and he's playing the host of this fucking party. What the fuck's his name? His thing's Philip Stuckey. Philip Stuckey, all right? And he's like greeting everybody there. Hey, how you doing? Hey, like, good to see you again. And that kind of bullshit, you know. Just trying to introduce the audience into the characters in the movie. Okay, and then we're introduced. He's going around everyone kissing women and shit, asking them if they're enjoying the party, that kind of shit. And then we're introduced to a background shot of fucking Richard Gere's character. Now he's the star of this movie. He's the real star. Julia Roberts became a star after this movie, but she was not a star yet when this movie came out. Okay, and he plays Edward Lewis. Okay, and he's the male protagonist, if you want to call it that. Okay, he's an extremely well written and very realistic and relatable character. He's super rich. He's super good looking, super straight. He has no fucking kids. He's never been married. He's very wealthy. He's very successful at his business. He's very charming. He's very smart. Okay, and the only problem in his life is he can't fucking find a true love. You know, he fucks all these hot women, but none of them are the right one, and that's really bothering him, and it's bothering them too. Okay, it's bothering them because, and you can tell it's bothering the other women because the woman he's talking to on the phone, I guess, is his girlfriend, and they break up right there in front of us. Okay, he basically tells her to get the fuck out. She tells him that he's emotionally unavailable. She didn't say those words, but she says the analogy of I talk to your secretary more than I talk to you. Which in other words means that she wants more of a commitment from him. She wants more intimacy from him, and he doesn't want to give it to her. He's basically pumping and dumping her, and she feels that way, and that bothers her. Okay, that bothers her, and you know he pretty much does that to all the super fucking hot women that he meets in his life. He just pumps and dumps them, you know, and that's pissing them off. And it's pissing him off too because he knows that deep down inside what he really wants is fucking true love. He wants marriage. He wants fucking alimony payments. He wants child support. He wants to lose all of his fucking money. Okay, he wants to get cheated on because he's working all the fucking time, you know, by some fucking some punk who has no fucking money, and all his alimony payments are going to go to her, which are going to go straight to him. Okay, yeah. That's what he fucking is lacking in his life, and he understands that he really fucking needs that. Okay, so where do you go to find the love of your life? Where do you go to fucking to meet that special woman that's gonna change everything for you and give you the best years of your life? Well, you go to fucking Hollywood Boulevard, okay, because that's where all the hookers are. All right. So anyway, so that's going on right now. Okay, he even meets another girl who's married, but she tells him she's married, but she's obviously fucking hitting on him. Okay, despite the fact that she's married. Okay, and he asks her, hey, you know, remember when we used to fuck each other all the time? You know, did you talk to my secretary more than me? And she's like, she was one of my bridesmaids. I was like, oh, okay, wow, all right. So he's probably, I don't know how old he is, but he's got some gray hair. So I'm guessing he's at least 35, maybe 40 years old. Okay, Richard Gere. So you know, he's just now realizing this about himself. Okay, no, that's bullshit. Bullshit flag number one. Okay, a man who lives this kind of lifestyle is not shocked when confronted by women that point this out to him. Okay, there's a reason. This guy's not an idiot. Okay, he's not some fucking drugged out fucking rock star or some shit. Okay, he is a smart professional businessman. Okay, he makes $1 million decisions every day. Okay, this guy's got his shit together. Okay, I'm sure his fucking investment portfolio is fucking incredible. All right. I'm sure his credit score is through the fucking roof. All right. So the point is that this guy is very responsible, okay, about how he handles his life. I mean, look at what he's wearing to this party. Okay, that suit he's wearing, I don't know the brand, but it looks like it must be at least $500. And this is 1989 $500. Okay. So like he's got his shit together. Okay, like I said, he's a fucking Prince Charming. Okay, he's the fucking guy from the goddamn fucking fairy tales. Okay, and that guy gets around a lot. He fucked. Look at all the women that he fucked. All right, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella. I mean, the guy fucks a lot of girls. All right, a lot of rich fucking pretty virgins. All right, that's who this guy is. Okay, that's not an accident. He didn't just fucking end up this way. Okay, nobody just ends up this way. Okay, this is on purpose. Okay, he chose this lifestyle because he enjoys this lifestyle. He loves this lifestyle that he has. Okay, he gets to be rich. He gets to go to expensive parties. He gets a lot of respect from his businessmen, from his clients. You know, from the people he does business with. Okay, he gets a lot of respect at these cocktail parties. Okay, from the waiters, from the valet guys, the servants. You know, they all respect him. Okay, and on top of that, regular women respect him because he's fucking good looking and rich and successful. And they're all fucking fingering themselves wishing their fucking out of shape fucking husbands could be half as successful as this guy. Despite the fact that I'm more than like this guy inherited his wealth. Okay, because that's how most rich people do it. They're born rich. They're not fucking, they don't make it. Yes, I know they don't make movies about that, but it's the honest God fucking truth. Most rich people, and I know several rich people, most rich people are born rich. They inherit their money. Okay, they didn't work for it. I know, it doesn't make any good fucking movies, does it? Okay, you can't sell a Jennifer Lawrence movie that way, but that's usually what happens. Very few people actually make it from the very bottom and make it to the top. Although that's the only thing you ever see in Hollywood. Okay, but no, it's the truth. I'm pretty much guessing. Like I said, I'll find out once I finish watching the movie again. I'm pretty much guessing he inherited his money, and he just turned it into more money. That's what Donald Trump did. Okay, Donald Trump was born rich, and he just fucking made it into more money. He was born a millionaire. He became a billionaire. All right, same thing with Ross Perot. Same thing with all these fuckers. All right. So anyway, so he did this on purpose, okay? Which means that he enjoys this lifestyle, okay? This is not an accident. He's not frustrated, okay, that he's boning all these hot women and they all want intimacy from him and he just can't give it to them. He's not frustrated with that. He enjoys that. Look at Leo DiCaprio. That's Leo DiCaprio right there to a fucking T, okay? Come on. They enjoy their lifestyle. They enjoy being a playboy. That's what this guy is. He's a playboy. Yeah, he does relationships, but he only calls them relationships because that's what the women want. The women don't want to be a fuck buddy. Not when it comes to a guy like this. They'll be a fuck buddy to Tyrone or fucking Julio down the street, but not to a guy like this, okay? The guy like this, is you got to put a ring on it. You got to fucking be my boyfriend, my fiance, something. Something, okay? We got to live together, something, okay? But no. He doesn't take these women seriously. And I think he wants to take them seriously, but he's just not that kind of a person. That's what this movie gives you. In real life, he's doing this on purpose. Okay, he enjoys this lifestyle. He has no reason to change this lifestyle. Okay, he has no reason to change. What will he get if he marries a woman right now? What's he gonna get? He's got nothing to gain. Okay, except what? A wife who's gonna drain his resources, who's gonna demand his time. That's one of the things we know about this guy. He does not like women demanding his time. That's why he blew off this girl on the phone. That's why he broke up with her. He'd rather break up with her than put up with her shit. And he did it over the phone. Okay, that's how little he sees relationships. That's the importance he has relationships in his mind. That's what he thinks about a woman like her. We don't know what she looks like, but she sounds pretty. I'm guessing this guy only dates pretty girls. Okay, so they're disposable to him. They don't mean anything to him. Okay, not as much, or maybe they do a little bit. He's not, like I said, he's not a psychopath or anything like that. But he's not going to change his whole life for one woman. Okay, he's not that type of a guy. So what can a woman offer him? Okay, what with her looks, her pussy? Every woman offers that. He only dates pretty girls, so what else can she offer? Nothing. Okay? What he can do for himself is a lot more than what any woman can do for him. All a woman could do, honestly, okay, for a guy like this, was maybe marry, give him kids, give her a last name, you know, maybe make him more of a family guy, maybe promote the image that he's a family guy instead of a playboy, you know. But other than that, you know, I mean, this is America, okay? Everyone gets divorced, okay? 70% of all divorces are instigated by women. Okay, I think he lives in New York, but he's in LA right now. And you know, marriage. I mean, it's LA was a no fault divorce. Okay, so that means that if she divorces him, she gets everything. It doesn't matter. He could cheat on her. She could cheat on him, and he could be faithful. She'll still get everything because that's no fault divorce. Okay, it doesn't matter. So he's got nothing to gain, he's got everything to lose. I mean, look at Jeff Bezos, for Christ's sake. Yeah, I know the guy's a super rich billionaire, but god damn it, dude. His fucking ex-wife, who's going through her second divorce now. Yeah, she's divorcing the guy she cheated on him with. Okay, but she became like what, the fifth or sixth richest woman in the world, maybe the second richest woman in the world. Okay, not by helping him with his business, but by divorcing him. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he doesn't care. Okay, yeah, so he gave up $4 billion. He's got another fucking $6 billion in the bank. I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos doesn't care. Okay, but still, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, to give up that much of money that you earned yourself to someone else, I mean, that's a lot to lose. That's a lot to lose. So he has everything to lose and nothing to gain. I mean, this guy's like, he's between 35, 40, maybe 45. I don't know how old he is. You know, I mean, if he was going to become a dad or something, you know, she would take the kid. So he's got nothing. And he's going to get raised. His child will be raised by mom's fucking boyfriend. And of course, mom's boyfriend is going to stay with her because that she's getting fucking money, and that money's going to him. So why not? Straight man's point of view. I tell you the truth. Okay, anyway, so that's what I think about this guy, this Edward Lewis. Okay, and the girlfriend he was talking to on the phone, her name was Jessica, whoever the fuck that is. Okay, so they break up with their phone, like I said. Okay, Edward leaves the party early. He wants to get the fuck out of there. Like I said, his ex-girlfriend shows up and she shows her wedding ring. She flirts with him and blah, blah. You know, yeah, your secretary is one of my bridesmaids. That kind of shit. Okay, he's trying to get out of the party, but the party's packed, okay? He's trying to make his apologies to George. I mean, not George, to fucking, to Philip. Sorry, Philip. I keep calling George because I watched Seinfeld. To Philip, okay, Jason Alexander's character. His partner, Philip, short, little Jewish guy with glasses, balding hair, you know, whatever. And, he can't get his limo out of there because all the cars are parked there, so he can't get his limo out. So he decides to take fucking Philip's car, okay, which is a 1991 Lotus Spirit, okay, which was an extremely expensive car back then, okay. This one's silver, it's beautiful, but it is a stick shift, and he cannot drive stick. Well, most people can't drive stick anymore, all right. And so he gets in that car, he takes Philip's car to go back to Beverly Hills. I guess he's trying to find his hotel. Like I said, he's not from there, but he doesn't. You know, there was no no Mapsco or any of that kind of shit. No cell phone with a map on there to show you where to go. Okay, so I guess, and he decides not to pull over to a gas station and get a map because how are you gonna look at the map and drive at this fucking same time? You can't. I've done it before. So back in the day, it fucking sucks. So he's basically trying to fucking get out of there, but he can't drive a stick shift, so he's in danger of crashing and going the wrong way, and that's what he does. He gets lost. Okay, he doesn't know where the fuck Beverly Hills is. Like I said, I guess they're not in Beverly Hills. He can't find his way back to the hotel, so he's pulling over. He's asking homeless people, "Hey, can you tell me how to get to Beverly Hills?" You know, "Oh, you're in it, man. That's Slash Sloan's house right behind me there." You know, that kind of shit. He's just getting frustrated, trying to figure out how to work the fucking clutch and the stick. And hey, it's a pain in the ass. That's why I don't drive fucking clutch. So he's driving all around fucking Hollywood, LA, trying to find Beverly Hills, okay? And the whole time there, we're listening to fucking I'll Get Over You. I don't fucking remember who sings this song. It's one of those fucking simpy Chic-Flick songs that came out back then, you know, where some guy is just screaming about fucking love and shit, you know. I'll get over you, I know I will, because I'm the king of wishful thinking. Yeah, see what I mean? See, you don't want to know why guys are so fucked up today? You want to know why? It's because of shit like this, okay? It's because of songs like this. You know, you're so beautiful, so damn beautiful. Like, you got nothing else to fucking say except how beautiful she is. You think that's gonna fucking get you laid? Okay, if you're not Leo DiCaprio or fucking or Harry Styles, okay, it ain't gonna get you shit. Okay, it ain't gonna get you fucking shit. Okay. If you're not fucking Adam Levine, it ain't gonna get you shit. All right? Beautiful women hear that all the fucking time. All right, so that's going on here. So anyway, so now we're introduced to Vivian. Vivian wakes up, or her body double. Her body double wakes up because apparently Julia Roberts' dad is a minister, and she said in an interview that, you know, there's no reason for her algebra teacher from high school to know what her butt looks like. Okay, so her body double wakes up, and we see pictures there of her, of Julia Roberts, okay, with her boyfriend, but her boyfriend, I guess she cigaretted out his fucking face from the Polaroids. Okay. Yes, girls do this shit. You know you do this shit. You know you do this shit too. Because I had a girlfriend in high school a little bit after this movie came out, and she did that to me. Yeah. We broke up, and then we got back together like a few days, because it's high school, you know, high school sex and shit, you know. We get back together a few days later, and I see the pictures that we had of her and me together. She fucking pinned out my fucking face. Yeah, can you believe that shit? Oh my God, guys, we don't even do that shit, okay? We don't even do that shit. But anyway, yeah, so that's what she did because she's very mature like that. All right, why don't you just fucking throw the pictures away, okay? Why don't you just do that? Oh my God. All right. So that's going on. She's getting up, doing her routine. She wakes up at night because that's her morning for her. That's when she starts off her job, her professional job. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she begins her work. And once again, like I said, Edward is still lost in LA asking people fucking directions. Okay. Vivian puts on her fucking thigh-high leather boots, which were actually very sexy. I've always thought women look sexy. No, women don't wear that shit anymore. But I remember I've been to a few gentlemen's establishments, if you know what I mean. And I always thought it was sexy when women wear that. If they look sexy, then it is sexy. When they wear those boots that go all the way up to your thighs, you know, the stiletto boots, they are sexy. I like them. I like them. Okay? I like them. And she wears those, okay? Or her body double does. Well, she does too, I guess, in the movie. All right, so she puts on her thigh-high boots and she avoids the landlords. Here's a landlord giving one of the tenants shit about the rent. She goes into her toilet because that's where she keeps her money, in the toilet. Yeah, and she opens it up. There's only $1 in there, so obviously she doesn't have money to pay her rent to the landlord, so she decides she's going to sneak out the window. Okay? She sneaks out the fire escape. Okay? And she starts walking down the street, you know, Hollywood Boulevard. Okay, we passed by Hank Azaria. You remember him, Hank Azaria, that famous actor from Nothing. Okay, actually, he is famous. He plays a Moe on The Simpsons. Okay, that's probably where he's most famous from. But he was in a lot of other shit. He was in that piece of shit fucking the Ferris Bueller Godzilla movie from 1997. Yeah, he was in that. He was on a TV show I saw called Herman's Head. It was a sitcom on Fox back in the day, a couple years after this, maybe. And I think he was married to or dated Helen Hunt for a long time. Anyway, Hank Azaria, that guy, he acts all Italian and shit, but he's actually Jewish. Azaria's actually a Jewish name. I thought he was Italian, but he's not. He's actually Jewish, all right? So anyway, he plays some detective named Detective Albertson. He's questioning some guy, some witness on a dead body they found. So basically, they're trying to introduce the lifestyle of Vivian. Okay, Vivian, who is Julia Roberts' character. Okay, she works in a place where people are found dead every day. Okay, drug addicts, dealers, prostitutes, pimps. I mean, this is her lifestyle. This is how she lives. Okay, she lives in this type of area, doing this type of thing. Okay, now this movie was directed by Gary Marshall. I already mentioned that in the last video. But he has a soft spot for women in dire circumstances like this, you know. So you automatically feel some sympathy for Julia Roberts, for Vivian. Now, Vivian's real name is Vivian Ward. Okay, now the thing about Vivian here and the thing about Julia Roberts, unfortunately, I don't understand why she was nominated because she's not playing this like she's a prostitute. And now I know later on we find out she's new. She's the new girl. So yes, she hasn't been a prostitute long, okay? But she looks very shocked by everything around her. She looks very scared. Like, you know, okay, most prostitutes like this, okay, they would have already had it rough before they started hooking. Okay, they're already doing other things. Okay, they're already putting themselves in dangerous situations before they went on the street and started selling their snatch. Okay, this girl is acting. Vivian's acting like this is all fucking new to her. Like she's not really a prostitute. She's an actress pretending to be a prostitute, and she's starting to get shocked at what she sees. Like, you know, like she never sold it to me in the scene that she was an actual prostitute. Okay, now Laura San Giacomo, she acts like a fucking prostitute. She's hardened. She's tough. She got attitude. She talks like she's from the fucking streets. Vivian does not do that. Okay, she talks like a normal girl who just happened to find herself here and she's scared and like, oh my God. Like look at her like that. Okay, that's not a prostitute working Hollywood Boulevard would not act that way. She would already be hardened to some point, all right? So that's going on. So I said she just acts like a scared, shy girl in her blonde bob wig and her fucking, her white top and shit. I mean, she looks like a prostitute. She looks like a hooker. Okay, so she goes to this bar, and there she meets up with Kit. That's Laura San Giacomo. That's her roommate, we find out. And I already said in my last video, she's fucking hot. She's got the goods. Okay, she's fucking sexy as fuck. I've seen her in a lot of stuff, mostly on TV, but she was in that Stuart Smalley movie, that SNL movie. Stuart Smalley Saves His Family, whatever. She was in that. She's been in a lot of things. She was on some sitcom. I don't remember if it was called News Radio or Just Shoot Me Out. Who the fuck? They're all the fucking same. Anyway, she was on. You know what show I'm talking about. I've always thought she was sexy, and she, like I said before, she acts like a hardened prostitute. She acts like a girl that's been on the streets for a while, and she is actually Vivian's mentor. She's showing her the ropes, showing her how to do this whole fucking hooker lifestyle. And Vivian catches her at some fucking some drug dealer at a bar where her dealer is there. I guess they're playing pool or something. Okay, and it turns out that Kit used their rent money to buy drugs, and that's why there's only $1 in the toilet. So of course Vivian questions her about it, you know, and she's fucking like fucking doing lines. Okay, so Carlos is the dealer's name. And he offers to let Vivian work it off, the debt that Kit owes him. Hey, baby, you can work it off right here. You let me know. That kind of thing, Your typical pimp, all right? And, of course, Vivian is fucking disgusted that this disgusting drug dealer would proposition her. Oh, God, that's gross. Don't touch me. Ew. And she's going to go outside and fucking suck a lot of fucking cocks. All right, but anyway, but right now she's disgusted by men, by this guy too. Okay, so Kit is fucked up. She's stoned on drugs or whatever the fuck she took. It was probably coke. It was probably blow. Okay, and one thing that they did get right about street hookers is that they don't really eat regular meals like we do. 3 meals a day. They eat where they can. Okay, and Kit goes to the fucking. It's gross, but it's probably realistic. She goes to the bar and goes through the garnishes, where they keep like the limes and the lemons and the oranges and the cherries that they use to make cocktails with. And she grabs a whole bunch of those and puts them in a napkin. And I guess that's her fucking breakfast or her lunch or something. It's gross. Ugh. But that's what she eats. She didn't have money for food. She's spending on drugs, which is unfortunately is very realistic for girls that work the streets like that. That is very realistic. Okay, Vivian is not happy. You gotta remember, this is before OnlyFans. This is before any of that shit. Okay, none of that shit was around back then. All right. So Edward asks a homeless man, like I said, for directions to Beverly Hills. He's like, "Sly Stallone's house, whatever. Fuck you." Okay. So Kit, that's Gloria San Jacomo's character. Her and Vivian, they go outside. They're walking Hollywood Boulevard. I guess they're in front of some store. Okay, now Hollywood Boulevard, for those of you who don't know, okay, that's where all the movie stars have their names on the sidewalk. They have a star. If you have a star, that means you made it as a celebrity. Now, some people get it posthumously, okay, but there's a lot of stars on there. I've been there myself. I've seen it. All right, and she sees another hooker there that she's not familiar with that's standing in front of their corner. I guess you could say their turf, and she calls her out. Kit calls her, "Hey, this is our turf. We got everything here we worked everything from Bob Hope all the way to Ellis Fitzgerald." So the other hooker is just like, "Oh, sorry, I was just resting my feet. You know how it is." Wow. Bob Hope to Ellis Fitzgerald. Damn. All right. So that's going on. Okay. And we also learned that Kit is actually, she's a grouch. She's very mean-spirited. And the reason she's acting this way is because she's hungry. Like I said, these girls don't eat. They don't have money for food. I mean, what kind of lifestyle is that? That's not a good lifestyle, all right? Okay. And, of course, Kit tells the other hooker that we got seniority, so this is our area. You're on our turf, okay? And we learned that Vivian is the new girl. We don't know how long she's been hooking, but Vivian is the new girl, okay? And of course, they get catcalled by a bunch of fucking frat boys and shit driving by, the usual fucking toxic masculinity that you get in these movies, all right? Okay, and Viv and Kit, they don't want to, they talk a little bit more. We learn that they don't have a pimp, which is unusual. They have nobody to watch their back. They also have nobody to steal their money, okay? That's what pimps do. They take a huge portion, if not all of their money, okay? And that's the reason they don't have a pimp, okay? And also, Vivian points out that her wig, her blonde bob, does it make me look like Carol Channing? Okay, now you've got to be my age to even know who the fuck Carol Channing is. Okay, Carol Channing was a Tony Award-winning musical performer. Okay, she did Broadway. She did that kind of stuff, musical theater. Okay, she's a legend. Okay, I remember her when I was a little boy. She had this huge fucking smile. You know, this weird. I'm Carol Channing. She was very thin. And I think she had kind of a British accent, but I don't know if she was British or not. But she had the short blondish bob that Vivian displays here. So yeah. But what a reference that was. Holy shit, dude. You gotta know who the fuck Carol Channing is. That's like, do you know who Joel Grey is? You know, like, you gotta know your theater to know who the fuck these people are, okay? Because they didn't do a lot of movies. Carol Channing did a lot of TV specials in the 70s that I watched when I was a fucking toddler. But damn it, yeah. So the Carol Channing reference was kind of funny, okay? I think. Now, me personally, and this is just me, all men have a type that we like, okay? We kind of mold it over the years, if you could say. And unfortunately, I molded mine in high school and I've kept it ever since. So I have a type of woman that I'm attracted to. There is a type that I like. Now, I'm open to all different types, don't get me wrong. But there is a type that I'm just naturally attracted to, okay? And one of that part of that is the short blonde hair. I don't know what it is. It turns me on for some fucking reason. It just does. I can't explain it. You know, think Drew Barrymore from the 90s. Think Annie Hesh, you know, although her hair is a little too short. But but I've dated a girl, I had an ex-girlfriend that looked just like Annie Hesh, only taller, you know. It's just a type that I have. I don't know why. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But yeah, and Julia Roberts is displaying that type. I know it's a fucking wig, but she's displaying that type right here. Okay, and I want to point out, a straight man's point of view, hey, I think it's sexy. I like her hair. I really do. I think Julia Roberts looks good here. She does. I'm not going to lie and tell you she's ugly, bitch. No. She looks good. She looks good. I would take Kit over Julia Roberts. But Julia Roberts looks pretty. She really does, okay? She really does. Okay, here, okay. And they see... And so they're standing there and they see the Lotus, the Spirit, okay, of the expensive car, drive down the street and stop down the street, okay. Well, these girls, they can fucking smell money, okay. Their pussy can smell money a mile away. And then anyone driving a car like that has got fucking money. That's their rent money right there. And that's what Kit tells her. He says, hey, go get him. That's rent. He says, don't get less than $100. You take care of you. So I guess that's how they protect themselves. They just tell each other to fucking take care of themselves, right? Okay, now Ed is having trouble with the stick shift. He didn't have trouble earlier. You know, he was driving around, but now for some reason in front of all the prostitutes, he can't figure out how to get the car to move. Did I tell you a gay guy wrote this? He did. Okay, so he's having trouble with the stick shift, okay? And of course, Vivian propositions him. She goes up to his window. You know, hey, sugar, looking for a date? He's like, no. What I need is directions to Beverly Hills. Can you help? She's like, sure, I can take you there. $5. He's like, okay, because he knows what this is. He knows what fucking Vivian is. Okay, he's not stupid. All right, he knows a shakedown when he sees one. All right, so that's how they first meet each other. Okay, and the romance, if you want to call it that. I don't call it that. There's no fucking romance here. This is fucking delusional, okay? I have more of a chance of getting bitten by a radioactive spider and getting fucking powers and fighting crime than this shit would fucking happen in real life, okay? That's my biggest problem with this movie, okay? I'm not so concerned about the fucking, the middle-aged women that were watching this movie, okay? Because I think they fucking know better. I'm more concerned with the preteen girls that were watching this movie and think this shit's gonna happen to them, okay? Okay, because it's fucking not. Okay, so it's like, come on, this is just fucking lunacy. This is fucking crazy ass shit. And I ain't you feminine. What happened to men all the time? There's always certain men that would never get a beautiful woman. They always get beautiful women, and you know they would never get a beautiful. No, that's fucking bullshit. Okay, you got to remember. Okay, yes, that does happen too, but you also got to remember, okay, that the things that women are attracted to in men are not the same things that men are attracted to in women. Okay, they're not the same thing. Okay, so you can't really hold a man to those standards. Because that's not what women want, okay? Just like we know we can't hold you to our standards, okay? Because that's not what we want. You see what I mean? Unfortunately, yes, men and women are equal, but they are different. And you got to understand they are different, okay? Equal but different. No one's better than the other, Okay, there's things that women are attracted to, there's things that men are attracted to. These are not the same things. Okay? So quit calling it equality. It's not. Okay? It's different. It's equal, but it's different. All right, anyway. All right, so that's going to conclude part 2 of my review here for Pretty Woman. I'll be back very shortly, and we will continue the destruction of one of the worst fucking chick flicks ever fucking made. All right. Thank you for watching this long, and I will see you very soon on the next one. Bye.